Hello, Jacob here. I'm going to be analysing The Sixth Sense, which is a movie that kind of scared me as a kid. I remember crying. Like, it was horrible. I was like 6. But yeah, the director Shyamalan, like at the very beginning, you can see that he's like music is key to like he really wanted to make like music to have an impact. Like in the first scene, he's kind of setting the scene for like the first like shots you see, and he like combines like these slow fading violin strings with like the formal dark titles, and I'll show you now. And he uses as well as like using the formal dark titles and then like the ambient strings, he also uses like violent like violent violin chords, which again like provoke like the audience, and like it's all to do with like setting the scene for the first shots. And I'll show you that now. I'll click that there. Like just here. And then there's just some long ambient violin-y. It's kind of cool, kind of boring. I've already watched it once. But yeah, it creates this like ghostly feel and like the fear of the unknown with the black. Kind of makes me uneasy as well. But yeah, when we do start seeing the first initial shots, the first thing you see is just a light bulb, and the reason he's like there's nothing else in the mise en scene. He wants you to like he's leaving you like you're questioning it. You don't know why, like you can't make out what it is. It's just a light bulb. Like, why is there just a light bulb? And it's all to like create this like feel of like angst within you. Like you don't know like what's going on. You kind of like the movie title's The Sixth Sense. You come in the movie, you're like, what is this? Like, it's all a bit skewed, but I'll show you when it comes on later. Like you'll see the light bulb, and then like you'll notice that it is a light bulb. Like when you begin seeing it, when it begins like illuminating, and like that surge of that that surge of electricity, and he combines it with the diegetic sound of the woman like opening the door, and that kind of startled me. I don't know about anyone else, but like you'll see it here now. It's the light bulb. Yeah, there. It like that, like the combining of just like the mise en scene of just the light bulb and the surge of electricity, and then the diegetic sound of the door just opening. That kind of just sets the scene, like puts you in a startled mood for like the next like shot series. And yeah, now we're on to like the choosing of the wine. Like from the very beginning, you notice that it's very quiet. You're in a dainty old like basement, and he's cleverly used the camera is like the wall, so it's like not the fourth wall, so that's another thing. But he's used it in what's it called, Hitchcock Psycho. He done it as well. He placed a little cupboard in front of like the camera, and loads of people do it. It's to like give this. It just puts the camera out of the way. It makes like the scene a bit look a bit better. Like initially, like I'll show you that now. She walks up to the wine rack and it's really quiet, alone. Like the diegetic sounds really loud. Like it looks a bit bright on here, but I think that's just because it's a crappy YouTube video. It's quite bright. But yeah, you can hear the diegetic sound of the wine bowls moving. It's all really quiet. It's just know what to pick. And this zooming in of the camera, you're just about to hear the main plot of all of the titles, like the ambient, like violin strings, like this is all leading up to this point here, where he like the point of interest of the film, like what the film's based about, is this is like the initial like showing of like what's happening in the film, like what's going on, and by like zooming into what isn't a zoom, it's a track into her face. It kind of, you can see her emotions, and it like kind of intensifies what's happening when she does hear the noise. And I'll show you that now, like when she hears it, and then yeah, you hear the diegetic sound of the ghost, and it, like you hear that like the sound of her like panic exhale, which creates like you're on like the camera's making you feel what she's feeling, and you're like kind of just getting into it really. Shot changes, and that's the panic exhale, and then she leaves. The use of the changing around of shots, like the pace of the shots are really slow, and I think that Shyamalan like chose like slow like the pace right down, because like he wants to create that feel of like an eerie feel to it. But when you hear the diegetic sound of the ghost, like it all kind of speeds up, like to create this like a sense of like working you up as the audience, and he's using that through the editing. And yeah, I think that's all we got. And then after the startled intro, you see a character, which is like a sense of reassurance. Yeah, I'm beating around the bush here, but I hope you enjoyed my screencast-o-matic. Peace out.